Kevin says, I have a final interview for an analyst role with the full committee and team. What can I expect and how can I prepare? Okay, so a final interview. So I take it you have had more than one interview. This will be like what, the second, third, fourth, something like that. You may have spoken to these people individually in previous interviews. Now you got the whole team. A couple of things with second interviews and third, fourth, fifth interviews is number one rule: make sure that any story you might have told is consistent. Don't give different answers when you come back on different days to the same questions, right? That's number one, right, thing to keep track of. Number two, it would really help knowing who you're talking to, because knowing who's going to be in the interview, like what roles, can really tell you how to prepare. If it's recruiters, they're going to be asking about job requirements. If it's like the hiring manager, the person that you're going to have to report to if you get this, it's going to be how much they like you. And if it's like the hiring manager's boss or the owner or, whatever, people above the hiring manager, usually it's about your attitude and your values, right? So that's like the general rule. How do you prepare? Well, presumably you've already passed a couple of interviews with these people, so that helps, knowing what to expect. They usually go deeper, except if it's like, as I said, you're dealing with someone above the hiring manager level, like the CEO of the company or something. In that case, it's all about more of your attitude and your ambition. This keeps the feed keeps moving on me, so I keep losing where I was here. So this was Kevin, analyst role, full committee. Okay, that's what you can do, right? Beyond that, it's not really possible to predict what they're going to say, what's going on. When it's a panel interview, usually that signals some things about the organization. It signals that they don't trust any one person. What they're doing is they're making this a distributed decision to hire you. So usually when we see that, it's because they don't really value a lot of initiative in that place, and people are in cover your butt mode. They don't want to be blamed if they pick the wrong candidate, that candidate doesn't work out. They don't want to be blamed. So what they do is they involve several people in the decision process so that they can't get the blame if this candidate doesn't work out. They say, hey, you all had the opportunity to say no or to veto that decision. You didn't, so you can't blame me. You signed off on them too. That's what it signals to me. That's usually you don't need several people to decide if someone's, good to hire, right? Not if you have faith in the person that is the hiring manager that ultimately makes the decision. But a full committee is like a full panel interview. It's exactly the same as talking to one person, except the questions come from different people. The only thing you also have to do is, what helps is if you can keep track of who's whom, right? So if you have business cards, if you're going to a physical interview, if you have business cards, that really helps. You go in there, you instantly give out cards. That's a trigger for them to give you your card or give you their card. You put their cards on the table in front. Okay, I got 4 people in front of me and I got 4 business cards in front of me. I can look down, I can glance down and see this is their name, this is who they are. You're the recruiter, you're the CEO, you're the hiring manager, and you're a consultant. Got it. Now, depending on where the question comes from, I can frame my answer a little, knowing who you are and what you might be, caring about most. Hopefully that helps.